everybody, it's Kat from Fashion Design Gallery. I am working on putting together a Valentine's Day wall. You know, we try to add cool stuff into our events and just to make things fun. We offer art programs, kids and adults, but we still host like events to have the kids to have fun because there's only so much time we get with them. And having, you know, events such as paint parties where they get to just have fun. They get to create artwork depending on the theme and then just enjoy each other's company. Because during class time, you know, they're studying the whole time and there are breaks, but it's also important to socialize in more of like a fun atmosphere where you are not working as hard. So I think I'm gonna start doing these kind of series of like what's going on at the studio because there's a lot, and especially as small business owner, right? My mom and I, we have awesome team of professional artists, but there's just so many things happening at the studio all the time. I think it'd be cool to share with you guys. I am also kind of whispering because you're like, hey, God, I can barely hear you, even though I have this microphone. But there's a class going on, and I also feel like every time, whenever I turn the camera on, I kind of just shut off. But I do like to share stuff that's happening in the business, like how everything's going. But anyways, so yeah, we're getting ready for Valentine's. And you know what? To be quite honest, last year, there was not that many things happening in town, like the week before Halloween, the week before Valentine's Day. So the turnout for this event was there was much more demand for it. But after talking to our students, parents, and just getting kind of an idea of what's happening in town, a lot of things are happening this week, which is the week before Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day actually falls on a Friday. So that's one of the things I actually do with our business when it comes to planning events. And you'll never know, right? You'll make mistakes. You can study your data, you know, from previous years, and that's what I do. But we've only been open. Well, this is our 4th year. The first year doesn't even count. It was during COVID. So I don't have that much data over the years because also holidays happen once a year. So there's not much you can do, but I know hopefully next year I'll know that there's other things that I need to do in order to get like a better idea of what's happening in town. So I'm going to try doing these videos because honestly, to me, my thing is that like I try to do social media because social media is very important, right? You're building your brand. People get to know you. My biggest challenge, well, of course, it's also a habit, I think, that I have to get used to, like recording behind the scenes of what's happening. But often I just think to myself, like, who cares? Even though I do watch other people, like they're behind the scenes because it's interesting to me. It's awesome to see that we all experience like same struggles, right? Sometimes when I feeling down, especially as a business owner, you could be high, and then something happens where you're very low. And you just question yourself, like, why am I doing this to myself? But then, you know, you have to bring yourself back to reality and really think about your whys. And that's why I often say that, like, I don't know if I would be able to do something else if I didn't have like that immediate, you know, almost like an immediate review. Working with other people and seeing them achieve things and get better and just getting to know them, getting to know their families and hearing how much impact we have made on them, it's very rewarding. That's what fulfills me, going back to the topic of social media. So yeah, I'm going to try doing these whenever I'm working on something fun where I can actually record as well, because it's honestly it's hard. As you know, we're slowly growing, but I wear many hats, and when you try to do something like a project like this, when I'm recording myself while doing this, you just forget. Honestly, your mind is everywhere. But I know nowadays social media is so important, and I love sharing this stuff because I think not a lot of people know how much work goes behind the scenes. And plus, like, this is fun to me. Most of the stuff I do involve like computer work, behind the scenes, you know, doing some data. It's not really fun to me. when we were getting into the business, right? I didn't realize how many boring things you have to do. But that's with anything, right? Even if you're working out, you want to be in shape, but there's so many things you have to do to get there. Consistency, dedication. By the way, this is turning out so cute. I think also, so with myself, I love events. I love making things a little bit more extra. And it's almost like it's good and it's bad because sometimes it takes more time, but I always enjoy the outcome. I enjoy making people happy and having that wow factor, but also sometimes it takes me away from doing stuff that's important in business. So that's another battle you have with yourself. You're like, well, I could be doing this because it's more fun, and you have that immediate finished product, but then other stuff that you have to do, it's not as fun. So you're like, well, let me just do the fun stuff. Also, I do want to give a shout out to Pop Snap Company. It's a husband-wife business. Well, I feel like the husband does more of the photo booth side, and then his awesome wife does these amazing balloon setup. But I reached out for a tip of the best way of like attaching balloons to anything, because I feel like I was using masking tape that we use for artwork. It wasn't really sticking. And then she told me to use the green frog. I don't know. I think it's a frog tape. And so far so good. So that's what's also cool about the community of business owners, is that you can always reach out to each other for an advice of anything. And I used to be very like, no, I don't want to bother them. Even though I did do that in the beginning of our journey. I was asking my friends like, where did you start and stuff like that. And now I do it more because I understand that they've been there and we all have same exact problems. So it's awesome, you know. All you have to do is ask. You know, let's actually go see. So today's Wednesday. Let's go see what our students and teachers are doing. Let's go. Look how cool. Wow, yeah, this is looking so good. Whoa, what is that character? Fortnite. Nice. That's Andy. And then Andy plus one. Parsha, this is looking good. I want to go there. Recording it, everything. Hello! Hello, kitties!
Yeah, her name is Daddy!
No, it's E-Cat! Oh, because cat... Oh, sorry. This is what happens when I walk in.
You're taking a YouTube video.
You do your mountain.
Because you are.
This is Regina.
No.
Hello. Camera shy. Hopefully finish this right now. I don't want to be distracted as I'm talking and doing that. My brain is just like all over the place. So let me finish this and then I'll show you more what happens on Wednesday here at the studio. Marsha just coming here and telling me that I need to repark the car because she can't park.
I'm artist.
So I actually got a different sample of paints, acrylic paints, and then we're gonna see how recent brands that we've been using, I feel like they changed their formula. So we reached out, but they said they didn't, even though I feel like they did, because we've been using it for as long as we opened, and one of the color in particular changed. So I'm testing out different colors and different brands. Hopefully it works.